Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. A judge sentences a Grove, Oklahoma woman who pled guilty to assaulting a witness in a murder case. Marie Morrow pled guilty to assault with a dangerous weapon in Indian country. She's sentenced to 30 months in prison and 2 years supervised probation. Authorities say Morrow assaulted a witness in the 2019 murder of Jerry Tapp in an attempt to intimidate them. 2 men, a father and son, are charged with Tapp's murder. You can read more about the case on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Joplin Police Department is searching for an armed robbery suspect. They say the suspect held the cashier at the corner convenience store on Maiden Lane at gunpoint, demanded cash, and left with that cash and merchandise. The employee was not hurt. Anyone who has information about this robbery should contact the Joplin Police Department. A Joplin College student accidentally opens himself up to identity theft when he opens an email. The student received a seemingly legitimate employment ad. The email looked like it came from his college. He replied and applied and received a check later with a letter telling him to deposit it, spend the money on gift cards, and then send photos of the backs of the gift cards back to the people who sent the check. Stephanie Garland with the Better Business Bureau says it was then that the student realized it was a scam. Speaking of scams, secondhand shopping used to mean going to your local thrift store, but nowadays we can do that online. So you're surfing along and you find a one-of-a-kind vintage item that's in great shape, selling for a reasonable price. Deal of a lifetime, right? Well, Garland with the Better Business Bureau says not so fast. The BBB urges you to be very cautious when shopping online for these vintage and secondhand items due to an increasing number of scam reports. These include people ordering their vintage item online and either getting a knockoff or in some cases, nothing at all. Garland says there are some things you can do to protect yourself. Check those out on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. And that's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.